Hello everyone, I'm Jason and welcome back to the Red Devils podcast. This is your latest Manchester United news as the Glazers have sped up the process of eliminating or shedding the bidders from the second stage, and this is really exciting because finally we will be having new owners and lots to talk about. We also have some transfer rumors regarding Mohammed Kudus from Ajax, and there's some Barcelona interesting news because Barcelona are officially screwed. Anyways, let's get on to it. First of all, we're going to talk about the owners problem a little bit later, so please stick to the end. And again, I would like to thank all those people who are actually watching my video and are subscribing to the channel. Thank you for showering me with that support, that kind of support, and please continue to do so. Those people who are watching this video and have not subscribed, please press the bell icon, subscribe to the channel, give the thumbs up button a thumbs up if you like the video. Anyways, let's get on to it. Mohammed Kudus, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. He's actually he's a 22-year-old wonder kid from Ajax, and he has already played under Erik Ten Hag, and he plays at number 10 position. He can also play off the wing because he was playing in that position from in the World Cup. And in this season, he has played 32 games, scored 16 goals, and has given 3 assists. It's not a bad season for a 22-year-old in Ajax, and apparently Erik Ten Hag likes him. He's sort of a not number one, but at least a top 3 targets of Erik Ten Hag for the summer transfer window. And I think we'll be happy with that kind of signing because we need a number 9, we need a centre forward. He's actually centre forward, but he likes to play in the wing position also. He can also play as a number 10. So we need that sort of player who can actually play in a multiple position, because remember when we were talking about João Felix in the January transfer window, we were actually happy with him because he's that sort of a player who can play off the wing, who can play as a number 10, who can play as a centre forward, and you need that kind of flexibility in your striker. As of this today, I think the way Erik Ten Hag has made changes in his tactics and the strategies, we need these sort of players. We don't need a proper traditional number 9 who can just Lukaku or Erling Haaland, who can just sit in the box and just waits for the delivery and can be that poacher. Erik Ten Hag doesn't play with the man like that. Erik Ten Hag loves that flexibility, the players rotating their positions, players interchanging their spots. He likes that, and we have also loved watching that because remember we used to do this with Berbatov and we used to do this with Ronaldo. So kind of we have been playing like that for much before Mourinho era. But like Erik Ten Hag himself said this in an interview, that era has ended, a new era has begun, and that's Erik Ten Hag's era. So I think so Mohammed Kudus will be a nice signing because he's that versatile kind of a player which we really need, and we sort of desire if he signs for us in the summer window. But moving on, let's talk about the big news. Barcelona are financially screwed. Barcelona have gone on to lengths to sign Christensen, Alonso, Lewandowski, Rafinha from Leeds, and now those loopholes they're gone. Now they are officially screwed because this is not coming from any other source. This is coming from La Liga president. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Let me just see. I've written that down somewhere. Where was it? Yeah, Javier Tebas. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Javier Tebas, the La Liga president, he himself has confirmed this, that due to some questionable decisions by Barcelona, they have been banned from entering the transfer market in the forthcoming summer window because they are already minus 178 millions. Last season they sold their TV rights and some stakes in the Barcelona Football Club, which gave them around 600 million. But that's not enough. That's still not enough. If Barcelona wants to sign even one superstar or normally an academy player or somebody from the transfer market, they need to first raise 178 million just to make themselves qualify for the transfer market. So that is going to be a really interesting thing because Barcelona needs money. They don't have money right now, and if they want to gather money, if they want to earn money, the only thing is they have to sell their players. And everybody knows this. Their biggest wage earner is Frankie de Jong, and if Frankie de Jong is going on the transfer market, that is a massive boost for Manchester United, because they'll be needing money. Their president, Barcelona president, I don't know what's his name is. His name is some Jean Laporta or something. He himself confirmed this, that Barcelona would gain some funds from the retirement of Gerard Piqué and Gerard Piqué, and the sale of Busquets and Griezmann to Atletico. So they'll be getting around 80 to 90 million from that, and they will be still short of 97 million. And if they are still short of 97 million, the only player that can give them a transfer fee of around 80 to 90 million is Frankie de Jong. And we all know this. Erik Ten Hag loves Frankie de Jong. He was his number one target. He was following that player throughout the summer. He wanted him. Definitely, we signed Casemiro in the end, and he has been a savior for this football club. But make no mistakes about this. Frankie de Jong was the number one target for Erik Ten Hag, and he'll still be the number one target if that person comes into the transfer market in the summer transfer window. And Manchester United should be all over this, because even if we have new owners by the end of April or maybe by the end of March, they need to give backing, that sort of backing to Erik Ten Hag, which he actually needs to make this club great again. Look what he's doing with this sort of squad, and he's making tremendous, amazing outcomes, because we have seen that. Erik Ten Hag loves to play an attacking football. Casemiro is giving him that sort of strengthening in front of his back four. So you need one player that can actually go from back to that can actually play to box that game. And definitely we had Donny van de Beek, but I don't think that Donny van de Beek will be in the summer squad, because he'll be coming back from the injury. He was never a favorite target for Erik Ten Hag. Maybe he'll be moved on, maybe he won't be, but that's topic for debate. And Sabitzer will be back to Bayern München. So we still don't know whether we'll be signing Sabitzer or not. So that is a sort of a deal that we hope for, because Sabitzer has been doing great for us. But let's face it, if you have an option of signing Sabitzer and you have an option of signing Frankie de Jong, who are you gonna sign? Obviously Frankie de Jong, because your manager loves him. You love that player. He is the perfect option for that box-to-box option, and we need that flexibility. We need that prime level of Frankie de Jong in Premier League, in Manchester United squad. Because if Manchester United doesn't go for him and Barcelona still puts up that man in the transfer market, I'm telling you, Manchester City or Liverpool or maybe even PSG, they'll be up for him. Or maybe Newcastle United, because still, remember, they have funds. They haven't used their funds in that manner like Chelsea have. And what about Chelsea? What if Chelsea goes on and signs Frankie de Jong for their club? Because Barcelona needs funds. They'll be shipping that Frankie de Jong deal to any particular footballing club. They don't care about it anymore. They need funds, or they'll be screwed. So that is something very interesting. And moving on, we have another news about Mason Greenwood, because if you guys remember that Mason Greenwood has been cleared of all charges. We have already done this video on our channel, and Mason Greenwood has been given the green signal, as he all the charges who were speculated against him, they all were like clearly removed, and we're not going to talk about that in the detail, because let's face it, it's a fair world. You have to give him, sort of, I don't know whether it's about morality or it's about the neediness of Manchester United, because he was a good player. He was a great talent. He was an exceptional talent. He was playing for the club. He was playing alongside Ronaldo and Fernandes, and we know that he has great talent. And if he doesn't play for Man United, because remember, I told you this before only, he already has a contract with us until 2025. So he'll be here. He can be moved off. He can be moved on to another club, or we can bring him back. He recently did an interview. And they were actually speculating whether he'll be coming back to the Manchester United squad or will be leaving the club. I think Man United really needs to pull up their socks and deal with the situation very, very, very carefully, because this is definitely gonna create some sort of rift among the fans, because there will be many fans who will be like supporting Greenwood because they want a player who's playing for the club, who's actually scoring goals, and they don't care about what he's doing in his personal life. But there will be some fans there will be some fans around the world who won't be happy with this, who won't be happy with him, with the Manchester United welcoming him back after all that what happened behind the scenes. So there will be a rift, there will be a division between the club, between the fan club, because some will be happy about him, some won't be, some may even say derogatory things, and we have all been there. We know how fans can say stuff like that. And they will. I came across many people on the social media. Like I was talking to one of the person who actually a Manchester United fan, and he's from another city, and he was not happy with that statement. He was not happy with the way Manchester United are sort of welcoming Greenwood back into the squad. And see, this is what I'm saying, because honestly, I don't have any. I haven't made up my mind whether I'm welcoming that kid back, or I'm not opposing that situation. I'm not welcoming him back. I'm not really sure about what I'm supposed to do, because this is out of our hands. We can't do anything about it. We can't make decisions about this situation, whether he's gonna be included in the summer squad or whether he will be shipped off to some other club, because he was a great talent. And if Man United sell him and he goes and signs for Arsenal or maybe Everton or Chelsea or any other club, and then he performs brilliantly, there will be fans who will be disappointed with that decision too, because he was our academy boy. We don't want that. Whatever happened behind the scene, we don't know the exact situation. We don't know what happened or what not. But we'll be really pissed off if he signs for another club and then performs great. So that is also a great dilemma for Manchester United to deal with. That is why I'm saying they need to tread this very carefully. They need to sort it out. But anyways, this was the transfer rumors. There was a Liverpool press conference, but that was the most idiotic and boring press conferences I've ever seen in the Erik Ten Hag era, because everyone was talking about the mentality of Liverpool. Every journalist was talking about the mentality of Liverpool, their players, the mentality of Jurgen Klopp, the way they are playing, the way the position they are in the Premier League right now as a mid-table club. And previously they were champions of the club, champions of the Europe, and now they are at the mid-table club. What Erik Ten Hag is thinking about this? What does he has to opinions about that? And that was a very idiotic thing, because even Erik Ten Hag was bored and annoyed by that question. He was constantly asked like that, and when he was pissed off, he just said this is not about Liverpool's state of mind or Jurgen Klopp's state of mind. They are a great team. We are not thinking in that way. We are playing great football, and we are supposedly we are focusing on our performances, and that's it. And again, if you have seen the press conference or you have seen the Manchester United official app, they are almost every single question is about Liverpool's state of mind, and that is very idiotic thing. The only injury update we have from that press conference was of Luke Shaw and Jadon Sancho, because remember Luke Shaw was not playing and Sancho was sort of ill in that last game of ours. And finally we have some good news of that Luke Shaw will be in the club. Jadon Sancho is not completely ruled out of the situation. He was ill, but he may be back in the squad. So I'm thinking that he'll be starting off from the bench and Anthony will be starting. So I'm okay with that, and Luke Shaw is back, so I'm cool with it, because right now we all of us know that Anfield is a very hostile environment. We need players like Shaw and Bruno Fernandes and Rashford, who are at the top of the game and who can be physical. Because let me remind you, we have not won a single game at Anfield in the past 7 years. We have been visiting for 7 years in Anfield, and we haven't won a game. And finally, we have a team who actually defeated Liverpool in a home turf. We actually defeated Arsenal in a home turf. We defeated Man City, and we defeated Barcelona. So kind of like we have that sort of team, that sort of mentality, who's where players are actually playing up to their potential, and they are focusing on the winning sort of run, and that's really nice. It's really exciting to see whether your football team is playing like that. But Anfield, every single manager, whether it's Alex Ferguson or Wenger or even Guardiola, everyone, even Mourinho, everyone said that Anfield is the that sort of environment which is very hostile and very intimidating for every football team who's visiting there. And there's always been hatred among Liverpool and Manchester United. I mean, when I was growing up, I used to hate Liverpool. I used to curse Liverpool players and managers. It's gonna be really sort of a physical battle. What I'm actually expecting, there will be a physical battle, because we know we have players like Antony, Casemiro. We have already seen Casemiro having getting a red card of that tussle between in that Brighton game. So we know things can happen. We know things can get heat up, and we know the animosity between Liverpool and Manchester United players and fans. So that's gonna be a really big thing. Besides that, I don't think so there was any relevant question in the press conference. Now moving on, now this is what I really wanted to talk about, because this is coming from Simon Stone, who's a Manchester United correspondent at the BBC. This is coming from him, and I need to really quote this out because I'm really sorry, I don't want to mess a single word. It's a long statement, so I won't say every part of it, but I'm going to say the starting version, which is really interesting and exciting for me. So just bear with me for a minute, okay? This is coming from Simon Stone from BBC, and he said this: the potential sale of Man United is set for its next phase, with a series of meetings to be held over the next fortnight, with the candidates moving into the second stage of the process. The discussions will take place in London or Manchester, and will include representatives from the Rain Group, who are in charge of sale, which is handling the process almost certainly for the club. That is obviously true. And the only known bidders are Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani from Qatar. There are other potential funding options like Elliott Investment Agency, which actually if you don't know about the Elliott Investment Agency, are the ones who used to own AC Milan. And this is coming from Simon Stone. So I'm not so sure about the Elliott Investment Group or any American consortium, if there is any other silent bidder or hidden bidder among like Elon Musk or Apple or Amazon, even Donald Trump. If anyone is really interested in buying Manchester United as a silent bidder, that's going to be really surprising. But as of now, the two names that are actually popping up again and again is Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the Al Thani family from Qatar, and that is really interesting. That is really exciting, because we all were actually hoping, because we all were scared because of that appearance of Avram Glazer in that FA Community Shield winning presentation, because when we saw him in the dressing room and we saw him celebrating with the players and Erik Ten Hag, it was really frustrating, and it was really scary that are they making a U-turn because Manchester United are playing as a great football club again? Will they make a U-turn? But unfortunately no. They can't do that. The bidding is already in process. People are actually bidding for the club, and there is already sort of bidders floating around Manchester United that they want to take the full control from the Glazers, and that's really exciting. This week is really exciting because I'm telling you, sooner or later we'll be having a news that the official bidder for Manchester United is so and so, and very soon everything will be official. Very soon everything will be done, and we'll be having a new owner. We'll be having a set of new owners, and if by God's grace they invest billions into the club, They buy us off debt and they give that backing to Erik Ten Hag, which we really need. Manchester United will be the champions of England and will be the champions of Europe in a very, 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 very soon. They'll be doing that very soon because I'm really hoping for that. I'm really excited about that. But enough about me. Don't forget, tomorrow we have Manchester United versus Liverpool at Anfield. It's going to be really exhausting, really physical. I'm pretty much confident about that. I'm still hoping that Manchester United will go, march on and win that match 2-1 at least. I'm actually hoping for that. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the show. Thank you guys for tuning in, and please keep supporting the channel. Until then, please take care of yourself. I'll see you guys tomorrow. If there's any other news or any other update as far as Man United is concerned, I'll definitely text you. I'm sorry, why did I say I text you? I won't be texting you. I'll be uploading a video. I'm really sorry about that. But anyways, thank you guys for watching the show. Please take care of yourself. Glory, glory, Man United. Bye bye, guys.